welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing fantastic. And if you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Karina and I love to paper craft, organize my crafty supplies, and also shop crafty supplies. So if you are interested in watching these type of videos, just don't forget to click the subscribe button and to tap that bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you very much. And in today's video, it's a process video about how I put together a memory decks card for a Halloween swap that I participated. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera so you can watch the process. So I recently joined a swap where we were required to make 3 memory decks cards and embellishments. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you my process of how I put together a memory decks card with different types of ephemera, all kinds of crafty supplies. And you can just see this one, and this other one. And for that, I use the Hey Pumkin collection. I use this paper. So I also use 100-pound cardstock to back up the memory decks card. I use the Heidi Swap memory decks card punch. I also, for the rosette part, almost like a trim. I know it looks like a rosette, but it's not a rosette. So I use this fabric from Joan's Fabric that they had like a huge sale a couple of weeks ago, and look at that, it's like spiders with orange glittery sequins sort of type, which is so cute. And I cut a piece, and then stickers, I used the moon, the stars, and also the spider. Washi that I had in my stash, again spider theme sort of. I use these jemmies from the Eyelet Outlet. Also, I use a piece of ephemera from this Say Cheese, a Simple Stories collection, and is the bat. So these ephemera, they were like 3 bats. So what I did was I cut, and this is my 3rd one. And also, I die cut these witches. And I will leave the link of the metal die in the description box below, and also all the items that I use. In addition to that, I also use this booty sticky from Dollar Tree. Yeah, finally my Dollar Tree had like good stuff. I use some of the foamy kind of like stickies. And what else? And I am planning to use for my sentiment, since this oh so spooky sentiment was from the chipboard, and I only had 3 sets of the chipboard, so I didn't have a 4th one. So I'm planning to probably use one of these sentiments here, things here. So let's get started. So I already pre-cut the memory decks card and the 100-pound cardstock. So what I'm going to do is glue. I'm going to use this glue. This glue, I recently bought it at a Scrapbook Expo in Edison, New Jersey. I'll have the link of the video in case you want to see that, what I got there, and also my meetup in the description box below. So this glue stick is the best. It dries clear and it doesn't leave any residue, and it sticks on anything, even on wood or anything. So what I do, because I have to like stitch around, what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to come closer here so you guys can look better. So I'm just going to glue it a little bit, not the edges, and then super simple to do. And if you sew and you have a sewing machine, you can stitch it, and if not, you just can leave it that in blank. I believe the stitching, it just makes everything looks pretty and, you know, like more texture and all things like that. So I am going to go ahead and come back with the stitch card and show you the rest of the process. Okay, so I am back and I stitched the card. As you can see, it's not perfect, and the back is going to be covered definitely with another cardstock that will put my name, blah blah blah, etc. So now the second part of this one is I am going to put the washi. So I am using this as a guide. So my washi is going to go in the same position of this one. So we'll do like this, and I will cut it. And I had this washi tape years. So I'm glad that I'm using it now. As you can see, I don't have that many. Can't remember, but it was part of my stash. And then and this other washi, and I'm gonna put it in here like that, just to give some dimension, you know, more texture on it. And I'm gonna cut it here. And then now the piece that has to come here is the semi rosette, which is not a true rosette. And I cut this long piece, but I think I don't need to it's quite long, so I can probably measure it. We're gonna measure it, the length that I will be using it. So I just do almost like a rosette, pinch it a little bit here, like that. See how much of this fabric I will need. Yes, I want to just do it, I would say up to here. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut it. So this whole piece measures, let's see, it's gonna measure like 10.5 inches by 1.5 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it. And the secret to this one is just pinch it. I am not gluing it, no, because it's gonna be stitched and in a straight line. And of course the straight lines are going to be covered by the ephemera and all the other pieces, so we don't need to worry too much. And then so it's gonna be like this. I don't want to make it too bulky, but there you go. So here it is. So I'm gonna come back, stitch this on straight line so you can see the rest of the process. Okay, so I am back and I double stitch these. I know the sentiment looks different from the other ones that I made. It's quite flat, but we're gonna do some tricks so to spark this up. So now I have to add the booty, my Dollar Tree booty, and I have it here. Oops. Here it is. So the booty, and for that I'm going to use chipboard, and I use this chipboard that I bought from Bratty Sue in Instagram. So I am going to just use this one just to give some dimension and just get like more contrast on it. So I'm going to use my glue here. This glue stick is like so good, better than silicone glue, believe it or not. And sorry, my dog is barking. You know. And oh, I'm forgetting. So over here I'm going to put a piece of ephemera from the Say Cheese collection from Simple Stories, and I'm just going to add something just to create contrast. Let me see what we can pick from here. Okay. Oh, I love these. Hocus Pocus. Let me see if I add something like that, and then the booty. It's too wordy, right? So I need something like more, less wordy and more color. I was thinking of putting this cute skeleton. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So just to create some contrast here, and I'm gonna glue it again around here somewhere, and then I'm gonna use my silicone glue to adhere the Dollar Tree, and this is from Martha's Creations in Instagram that I purchased, and I purchased 3 bottles almost like 6 months ago, and I'm telling you, this is just really good silicone glue, and it's coming out. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit, only not too much. I don't want to make it too stringy, and I put it around here somewhere like that. And I don't want to cover the happy, but I did cover the happy, which is fine. And then I'm going to put the bat around here, and the bat, but before I put the bat, I am going to put the glue the moon. Glue the moon. It's just so pretty. It's like holographic moon here, around, and 1 star. I use this star, tiny little star here, and again glue it like that. And my other piece is this spider, and you're wondering why I'm putting another spider. As you can see, I'm keeping everything sort of in 3s, like the spider fabric, the spider pattern, washi tape, and now the spider sticky, so things don't get too like hush posh. I know this is very eclectic. That's my style. I love everything eclectic, and I'm probably going to do a mini of these, yeah, so we can get some color here, and that's it. So we can get some dimensions, you know, like so cute like that. Oh, my spider web. Okay, and then now time to glue the witch, which is cut in a orange glitter paper, and I'm going to glue the witch using my, oops, I'm using this glue again, which is like so good, and the witch is going to be flying around, and just gonna put more of this glue, which is like so good. Alrighty, so the glue is gone, the witch is going to go over here, and then before I do the witch, I'm going to put the baddie around here. Yeah, so the bat, I'm just going to again glue it, nothing fancy schmancy, and do the bat here. I do the witch around here. She's like flying over the moon. She's everywhere. And then I'm gonna add the jemmies. Jemmies. And for the jemmies, I'm going to use my silicone glue. Okay. And I'm going to put 1 jemmy here just to cover the stitching a little bit. And then another jemmy by the bat's head, and it's going to go around here. Yeah, it's easy, right? There you go. Okay. And then I was thinking I'm going to glue a little bit more. I shouldn't have stitched another one, but I didn't want to stitch too much the fabric, so I'm gonna stitch it down, and there we go. so it stays down a little bit. It doesn't move too much. There we go. And this glue dries clear, which is like so nice. Alrighty, so this is the memory decks card. Yeah, so wow, so this is the final product. Super simple and easy to put on and make. And again, if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't know how to sew, you can just make it without a sewing machine and probably add like a white, almost like a stitching white marker, something like this, you know, this uniball signal. Come on, my camera is focusing. Okay, this one. So this is like almost like a chalky white that will look super cool. So this is the memory decks card, and I hope you have enjoyed this process of how I put together this memory decks card. And again, if you like to watch these type of videos, just leave me a comment down below. I truly enjoy reading your comments and replying to them as well. Again, if you like this video, just don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share this video with any of your friends and family, and if you haven't done so and would like to be subscribed, please click the subscribe button and tap that bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you very much, my crafty friends, and see you on my next video. Bye.